Hello everyone and welcome to the show. Today's video is part 2 of a 9-part video series where I dive into each of the 9 launch titles that were available for the Atari Video Computer System, which is what the Atari 2600 was known as when it was first introduced in September of 1977. So grab a friend and let me take you back to that time as I review another classic shooter game, Air Sea Battle. And that is the topic for today's video.
I quit soccer to play Atari.
You need more practice, Haley.
Don't just watch television tonight. Play it.
In part 1 of this series, I talked about the classic shooter game Combat and how it was included with the console. Sears renamed Combat to Tank Plus, and I guess you can do stupid stuff like that when you're the Amazon of the day. Sears also renamed Air Sea Battle to the childlike name of Target Fun and used that as the pack-in game for the Sears Video Arcade console. That is their rebranded name of the Atari VCS. To continue being different, Sears packaged the Atari games under the Sears Telegames brand. These decisions are as bad as Atari's Pac-Man. In part 1 of the series, I also mentioned the numbering scheme for the launch titles. After scouring the web, I only found a couple of references to this fact, but I did find a few sources that confirmed the numbering system. Apparently, they were allocating 10 numbered slots for each genre, the first 3 being shooter games. Air Sea Battle was number 2. They quickly dismissed the numbering scheme and started randomly filling in the empty slots as forthcoming games were released. Air Sea Battle was based on the Atari arcade game Anti-Aircraft of 1975. It was programmed by Larry Kaplan. Kaplan is also the designer and programmer of Street Racer and Bowling for Atari. And later Kaboom for Activision. Kaplan is one of the founding members of Activision. I just can't say enough about the outstanding artwork on the box. This was done by Cliff Spawn, who not only did the artwork for Combat, but countless other titles. I love all the action going on here, and the water reflections on the hull of the submarine. There are 6 basic types of games available in Air Sea Battle, and 27 variants. Within each group, Variant 1 is the standard game, Variant 2 features guided missiles which can be directed left or right, and Variant 3 is a single player against a computer opponent, which simply fires continuously at the default angle and speed. Each round lasts 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Why the extra 16 seconds? I don't really know. The player with the higher score wins. Variants 1 through 6 are anti-aircraft games. It uses a stationary anti-aircraft gun that has 3 different angles. The planes appear in groups of 3 to 5, and once every plane is destroyed, a new formation appears. On one-player games, you play the orange gun on the right. The last three of those variants add blimps, which are not worth any points and just there as obstacles. They call variations 7 through 12 torpedo games, saying you are a submarine commander firing at ships above you. Well, it's the strangest looking submarine that I have ever seen. Really, it is the same as the first 6 variations, except your targets are ships instead of planes, and your gun moves left or right, which actually makes it less like a submarine when you think about it. However, you cannot change the angle of the gun. The last 3 of the variants add 0-point obstacles called mines. Nonetheless, these were my favorite variations. The shooting gallery games 13 through 15 differ in that the player can set both the angle of the gun and move the gun left or right. The targets are clowns, ducks, and rabbits. The targets move at a continuous speed, but randomly change directions. This variation would be the most like the Sears Target Fun title. In the Polaris games 16 through 18, you control a boat which automatically moves across the bottom of the screen. The player controls the speed, attempting to shoot the fleets of planes. This is definitely my least favorite of all the variants. The Bomber games 19 through 21 are the opposite of the Polaris games, with you controlling the plane and dropping bombs on the ships. The final 6 variations are Polaris versus Bomber games. In the one-player games, the computer flies the plane continuously across the top, dropping bombs on you while you control the ship shooting missiles at him. In two-player modes, this is the only variation in which you fight each other, one controlling the plane and the other the ship. Again, the last 3 of the variants add 0-point obstacles called mines. Well, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments which is your favorite variation in air-sea battle. Do you prefer trying to best your opponent in target scores, or do you prefer the direct confrontation of trying to destroy each other? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and hit that bell icon if you want to be notified of upcoming videos, like the ones for this 9-part launch title series. Take care, guys.